If you keep waiting to feel motivated before you start, you're going to keep starting over and over again because motivation is not a strategy and willpower is not a plan. If you're a woman over 40 and you're trying to do carnivore or low carb, you already know this. You can want it, you can mean it, you can start strong, and then life happens and you're right back where you started from, stuck in that loop. Today, we're talking about what actually works, not hype, not pressure, structure. Hey, friend, welcome to Carnivore Lifestyle for Women. If you're new here, I'm Cristina Clark. I'm a master health coach, a life coach, and a certified personal trainer. I help midlife women stop chasing symptoms. Stop starting over and over again and build a simple, sustainable, low carb or carnivore lifestyle that fits your real life. Before we get started, if you want practical tips and you want help along your journey, then I would love for you to like and subscribe to the channel. Quick note, I'm not a doctor or a medical professional. Nothing I share in this video is meant to diagnose, cure, or treat any condition. Always check with your healthcare provider before changing any part of your health, lifestyle, or workout routine. Let's get into it. Here's the truth, and I mean this with love. If your plan depends on willpower, it will fall apart the moment life gets busy and stressful, right? Not because you're weak and it's not because you don't want it bad enough, but because willpower was never designed to carry a whole lifestyle. Motivation is like a good mood. It shows up when it wants to, and it disappears the second you have a long day, a hard conversation, or you're exhausted and you're hungry at 4:30 in the afternoon. So if your plan only works when motivation is high, it's not a plan, it's a mood. And that's why so many women live in the same loop, feeling trapped. They start strong, they feel proud, they get tired, they fall off, they feel guilty, and then they start again on Monday. And I want to pull you out of this crazy loop and let you realize that you're chasing the wrong thing. Let me paint a picture for you. It might seem familiar. The day starts fine. You meant to eat well. You meant to stick to the plan. The day gets so busy and you skip a real meal or you barely eat anything. And you tell yourself, I'll figure it out later. So later comes and you're tired, your brain is loud, and you want relief. And this is the part women don't understand. Most of the time, it's not that you want food, you just want relief. You want your nervous system to calm down and you want the noise to stop. That's when the negotiations start. I'll start tomorrow. I deserve a treat. I had a hard day. It's just one thing. I'll do better on Monday. That is not a character flaw. That is your nervous system reaching out for the fastest comfort that it knows. So the solution is not yelling at yourself. It's not trying harder and it's not waiting for motivation to come back. The solution is building a structure that holds you when you don't feel strong. Let's break this down in the simplest way possible. Willpower is limited. It gets used up by your decisions, your family's needs, your stress, your lack of sleep, and your constant thinking. So when your plan requires you to make 10 food decisions a day, you are burning through your willpower all day long. And then you get to the evening and you're shocked because you feel like you caved on your willpower. You did not cave, you ran out. And motivation is not reliable. Motivation is emotional. It's tied to excitement and the hope that this time will be different. This time it'll work, right? But motivation does not show up when you feel overwhelmed or your hormones feel like they're shifting and you feel off. We stop relying on motivation. And here's the shift. Discipline is not punishment. Discipline is a word that women take the wrong way because they hear it and they think discipline is restriction or pressure or perfection or white knuckling it. But real discipline is trusting yourself. Discipline is structure. Discipline is what you build so you can follow through even when your day is chaotic. Discipline is not a personality trait. It's a practice. And it gets easier when you stop relying on memory and motivation and you start relying on systems. So let me give you the 3 simple systems that create discipline without having to feel disciplined. So, system 1 is one default breakfast. I want you to pick one breakfast that you can repeat, not forever. This is just for this season. Eggs cooked in butter, burger patties with salt, ground beef, cold, y'all, in the fridge. It's like a meat cookie. Why does this matter? Because when you wake up and you already have what you're eating, you're not negotiating at 7 a.m., you're executing. System number 2, one backup meal. Now, this is the meal you keep ready for the day that everything goes sideways. Your backup meal prevents the drive through give in, it prevents the snack spiral, and it prevents the I'll figure this out later crash. This could be cooked burger patties that are ready to grab. This could be ground beef in the fridge. This could be a steak or boiled eggs. The system is important. System number 3 is removing the trigger foods. Some women can moderate, some women can't. And if you're listening and you know you can't, I want you to stop pretending that you can. If certain foods are triggering cravings, overeating, or food noise, you do not need motivation. You need a boundary. And a boundary sounds like this: I don't do that right now, or I don't do that anymore. Not because you can't, it's because you're choosing peace over chaos. Now, that's discipline, not deprivation, and it's direction. Here's what I want you to hear very clearly right now. You don't need more willpower. You don't need more motivation. You need fewer decisions. You need a plan simple enough to repeat, and you need systems that hold you when life gets loud. Discipline is showing up for yourself so that your brain starts to believe you. And once you believe you, everything changes. So here's your 7-day action plan. For the next 7 days, I want you to pick one thing. You heard me say one thing. Pick a default breakfast and repeat it daily, or pick a backup meal and keep it ready, or remove one trigger food that keeps you stuck. One change, 7 days. That's how self-trust is built. If this helped you, would you tell me in the comments, which one are you going to do for the next 7 days? Is it default breakfast, backup meal, or one boundary? And if you want to keep going, click the next video on your screen. It's going to help you keep this simple and keep it moving.